we're going on a journey around this world and into the next. Our ultimate destination, heaven. The promise of heaven is one of the most powerful and motivating beliefs in human history. Some spend their lives doing good works to get there. Others kill in the name of heaven. But is heaven an actual place, or could it be a myth dreamed up to give our lives meaning? Over the next 2 hours, we'll explore heaven with leaders of the major faiths, with people who say they've been there, with celebrities, and even with terrorists. So join us now as we begin our journey to what most people believe is a better place. To give you an idea of the hold heaven has on us, in a survey by ABC News, nearly 9 out of 10 Americans said they believe heaven exists. And most assume they're going there at the end of their lives.
This life is not what we're made for. We're made for heaven. We're made for the future.
All these years on earth are only to get to the next place?
Absolutely.
That Roman Catholic viewpoint is shared by millions of Muslims as well.
The real life is the next life. And based upon how we live this life, it determines where we shall be in the next.
But heaven is not just about religion. It has become a staple of popular American culture. A perfect pitch line for advertisers who believe when it comes to selling, nothing is sacred.
I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak.
And heaven is a thread woven into the tapestry of American music.
You know my name if I saw you in heaven.
Eric Clapton's fans grieved with him over the accidental death of his 4-year-old son.
I don't belong here in heaven.
After the death of her close friend Whitney Houston, Alicia Keys serenaded her in heaven.
And it's a long, long way to heaven, but I gotta get there.
Melissa Etheridge's rock and roll lyrics, meanwhile, see heaven as much closer to home.
Heaven is here. Heaven is here.
It was Bob Dylan, a Jewish boy from the Midwest, who turned the idea of dying and going to heaven into an anthem for a generation.
And I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
From unforgettable lyrics to memorable lines.
If you don't change who you are, then you won't go to heaven.
Many of us draw our most vivid impressions of heaven not by sitting in front of the pulpit,
God, I gotta ask you something. What's the meaning of life?
but by sitting in front of television and movie screens.
Bruce, I'm God. Bingo! Yahtzee!
The film industry has sort of become our collective imaginations.
The messenger has arrived.
We turn out movies day after day after day that are concerned with heaven, how to get there.
I was slipping away. That's what it felt like.
What it's going to look like.
I was alive. I was alive in my own perfect world.
It's a way to discuss what's important in life.
In The Lovely Bones, a child murder victim watches helplessly as her family grieves, but realizes finally that she is in a magical place.
It's heaven!
And I believe that life after death makes all of our lives a journey with a destination, and a journey in which we can transcend what we were on earth and say that it's important that I lived. The important thing is how we behave here, that we treat everybody justly. It's really about reward and punishment and what we can expect for our good behavior.
Good afternoon and welcome to Judgment City.
Judgment Day was never like this in the Bible. In the movie Defending Your Life, the road to heaven passes through familiar territory.
This is your hotel?
A kind of Miami Beach, complete with fancy hotels and top-notch restaurants.
You like pasta?
Very much.
I'm going to bring you 3 pounds of it.
And you can eat all you want and never gain an ounce.
You like a pie?
I love pie.
I'm going to bring you 9 pies to take with you.
But how does one get to this ideal place? We're told that on Judgment Day, no one gets a free pass through the pearly gates.
Judgment.
Although Hollywood seems to think there's an exception to that rule.
All dogs go to heaven because, unlike people, dogs are naturally good.
Are animals going to be in heaven? Why not? If God is all-powerful, he can do anything he wants.
Anthony DeStefano, author of A Travel Guide to Heaven, envisions heaven as a brilliantly hued Garden of Eden.
It's beautiful.
Where we can spend quality time with the greatest geniuses who ever lived.
There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to go fishing with Ernest Hemingway or take painting lessons from Michelangelo or piano lessons from Mozart, as long as those folks made it to heaven.
If you build it, he will come.
Oh my God.
What? What is it?
It's my father.
But perhaps Hollywood touches us most deeply when it taps into the promise that in heaven we will be reunited with the people we've loved and lost.
Is there a heaven? Oh, yeah. It's the place dreams come true.
It's amazing, Molly. The love inside. You take it with you.
It's a comforting notion, played out in so many movies, that between this world and the next, there is an eternal connection.
See ya.
See ya.
A connection to a place of perfect happiness, whether that's heaven or just the other side of the rainbow.
It's not a place you can get to by a boat or a train. It's far, far away. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
And while Hollywood's creators may take poetic license with the theology of heaven, their stories draw us in because they touch a notion deep in the human heart. That we are part of something bigger than ourselves. That life is an interlude between two great mysteries, why we are here and where we are going. As our journey continues, we will bring you closer to heaven than you may have ever been before.